Right, where we said, as Alice said, we're in the fresh air chamber, a lot cleaner and a lot brighter than the exhaust. That's why we brought you here today. So what's the purpose of this? It's to get the fresh air into the tunnel. So how do we do that? Hold on to your hat, have a look up, and you see some daylight. Yeah? Think about our building, a great big tall chimney, about 3/4 of the way down it's got shoulders. That's one of the shoulders, there's another shoulder in the opposite corner. So what happens when we get this fan put on for you in a minute, it's going to drag fresh air down from high level. It's going to come past us, go into the fan, and it's sent down a shaft about 120 feet deep, and it goes into the airways. Remember that diagram we showed you with the airways? It goes into those airways. Once it's in those airways, there's little holes drilled up onto the road. Fresh air comes up, ventilates the tunnel, and then goes out through the flat section of roof where there's holes again, out through to the exhaust fan, straight up the chimney. That makes sense to everybody? It's positive pressure, fresh air in, foul air out. And that's a swimming stroke, just in case we do leave. Okay, fresh air in, foul air out. Okay. When the tunnel was getting built, there was a report from America, Pittsburgh in America. There's a tunnel there called the Liberty Tunnel. It's 1/2 a mile long. And what had happened? There was a rail strike, just like we've got. A rail strike, everybody jumped in their cars to go to work. The tunnel was chock-a-block, queue in either side. What did I say before? Fumes. There was people inside that tunnel falling asleep through carbon monoxide poisoning, and people running out the tunnel gasping for their lives. And that report came across from America to the guys building the tunnel, and they said, wow, that tunnel is only 1/2 a mile long. We're building a tunnel 2.13 miles long. We're going to need some serious ventilation. But of course, they didn't know a lot about the combustible engine, didn't know a lot about carbon monoxide, so they didn't know what to give us. So what they did, they over-engineered everything. So these fans, as Alison said, 28 feet in diameter, 25 tons in weight with a top speed of about 68 to 70 revs per minute. They're not built for speed, they're built for pulling power in this case, and the exhaust built for sucking power. Not only did they give us huge fans, over-engineer them, they've given us 2 as well. So you saw one around in the corner there, this is the one we're going to get on for you. And the same with the fans upstairs, the exhaust fans. We've got 5 working ventilation stations, each with that number of fans in, so a lot of capacity to push fresh air into the tunnel or suck the foul air out. One fan can push or pull, depending which fan it is, 500,000 cubic feet of air in 1 minute. Just to give you an idea what that is, think of about 6 or 7 Olympic-sized swimming pools. It's that amount of air that one fan can pull in a minute. So we are very powerful. And as I said before, it's going to cost £6 million to build this tunnel. But when they added the ventilation, it went up to £8 million. So you can imagine the bosses going mad at that time, buying £8 million. And just to convert that to today's money, about £500 million. But you wouldn't build it like this. This is quite a unique tunnel with 4 lanes in the same tunnel. You build it more like the Queensway, 2 separate tubes. Just behind us here as well, we've got the standby generators I told you about, and the fuel tanks are just around the corner, those brown tanks. So if we ever need the fans, they are there available to use. Right, do you want to see the fans working? Do you want to squeeze into there then? I promise you, you won't get sucked in. And if you do, you're going to go through the mesh and look like a big chip or a waffle. on it. Feel the casing. Sorry. No, it's got 8 speeds on it now, that variable speed motor. The orange thing inside the